So hey people, it's Veronica and you're welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how I got and bought my cheap sewing machine. So I just got a sewing machine. It's a Brother New Super Deluxe or Brother New Super DX. That's like the name, the description of the machine, and I got it recently, and I'm going to be talking to you about how I got this machine. So I've been looking to get a machine for a while now, a sewing machine for a while, because I've been having to move from home, and my sewing machine at home is those old machines. I'll put the picture up somewhere, that have legs, and it has always been clumsy and very bulky to move it about. So when I had to relocate to where I presently stay, is very far from home, and I knew at this time I will not be transporting my sewing machine to wherever I will be residing, because it's like 2 days from where my home to where I'm residing presently. So I knew that it was not going to be possible to sell my machine this time, because I've done it before, and when the machine was coming back home, it was not the same. So I knew that it may not survive this journey again. So I've been looking for a sewing machine, because there were sewing projects that my manual sewing machine could no longer do. There are projects I wanted to explore that I couldn't do with my other machine, and I knew that a time had come for me to get a machine. But I've always been considering cost, because for now I'm not like a full-time dressmaker, a full-time tailor, because I'm in a time in my life where I'm still busy working with my degree or doing something with my degree. So I've not decided if I want to be a full-time dressmaker. So buying a machine that's very pricey, a sewing machine that's very pricey, may not be a wise thing to do, because it may not be an investment for me, since I will not be getting returns from the sewing machine. So I'll tell you how I got this cheap sewing machine. So the sewing machine itself cost about 38,000 naira plus logistics. So everything cost me about 38,350 naira. That's about $92 or $93, and about 69 or 70 pounds. So it was a good deal. So I'll tell you how I got this. So when I decided that okay, it's time to finally get this machine, because even if I move to a new place, a new environment, I'll also sew clothes for people, and most especially myself, because I'm someone that doesn't like buying clothes and giving somebody my fabric to make a dress for me or make something for me is totally out of it. So I knew that I would definitely need to start sewing. So I wanted a machine that is very handy, that would do some heavy duty work, because I'm not a beginner. The things I do with a sewing machine are more than what a beginner would do. So I knew that I needed a machine that was kind of heavy duty, that was able to sew thick fabrics, that was able to sew for a long time. So and I started researching. I checked Amazon, and the prices on Amazon were outrageous, because I don't have that kind of money to spend on a sewing machine when I am not even sure what I'll be doing in the next 6 months. What if I decide I will not sew for the next 6 months, or I find myself in a place or doing something that I cannot like sew? So buying a machine that will cost me like 300,000 or 200 and something thousand was just not it. So I started researching how I can get like a sewing machine. Then I think early this year, there's someone I follow on Instagram, the only Chioma. So she put up a post on Instagram where she asked people to tag like legit vendors that sell sewing machine on Instagram. So people put up a lot of her post is still there. People put up a lot of Instagram handles, online stores, Instagram stores where they sell sewing machines. Most of those sewing stores, I've already been like spying them and looking through them, looking at the sewing machines, and I like the prices. The prices were okay, but I had not made up my mind. So when I was ready to buy this machine, I went back to that post and looked through those handles again, because apart from looking through them, there were some of those vendors that people complained about. So I tried to keep away from the ones that look like they'll come with trouble. So I finally found like a machine I would like. That was the Brother Compact Deluxe sewing machine, and I messaged the vendor and she told me yes, it was available. And I was like, okay, how much will it cost to send it from Lagos? Because most of those vendors, most of Instagram vendors are actually at Lagos. So I asked how much it would cost to send the machine from Lagos all the way to Kebbi State. So she didn't get back to me. I think she didn't get back to me that day at all, or late that day. I don't know, like, because I sent her the message in the morning. So like in the evening I sent her a message. I was like, please, you have not gotten back to me. And she read the message and she didn't reply till the next day. So I was like, we have not even paid, we have not even started the transaction, we're already not replying me. So I knew that something was wrong. I didn't want any drama because money is not easy. I didn't want drama at all. So I looked through another vendor's page and I saw a similar machine, because I feel sometimes these machines, you find them, I feel once there's this machine that is like everywhere, you find them with all these like all these vendors who actually be selling similar machines that of the same make you get. So I messaged another vendor and she told me it was sold out. God, I felt bad because I didn't want the money to sit in my account. Like the money I spent like maybe 3 days in my account, and I don't like keeping like money of a certain amount in an account I can easily access, or an account that has an ATM card. Yeah. So I already gave up. I was worried. I was like, why is this now? Like, now that I finally want to get my machine, and why am I now having issues with getting the machine? So that evening, somehow, there's another vendor that I try to like avoid, because most of her things are usually new and pricey. That's where I used to see the things she sells on her page. So I found like she posted a machine that was similar to the one I wanted, and she like posted like 2 hours ago. And one thing about these online things, I think because you were able to reach out to more people, most of the time the next thing we hear, it is sold out. So I quickly like went to her bio, I got her phone number and I called, and she was like, oh, she's sorry that she's attending to a customer, that she sent her a message on her Instagram. So I quickly went to her DM and I sent her a picture of the machine. I asked her if it was available and how much it will cost to send to Kebbi State. So she told me it was available and it will cost just 5,000. I was like, wow, just 5,000. It was really like very nice. So I paid for the machine and I paid for shipping that evening. So I didn't hear from her throughout that day. That was, I think I paid on a Thursday. I didn't hear from her throughout Thursday. Then on Friday, like I got worried, so I had to like chat her up. I was like, please ma, I didn't hear from you, I didn't get any feedback from you. So she told me that the machine will be sent the next day, which was a Saturday. And we talked about like the machine coming with foots, and she told me she would add like additional foots for me. So that was what happened, and I had to wait. Then on Wednesday the next week, I had still not heard anything about the sewing machine. So I sent her a message again. I was like, oh, what's up, good evening. Oh yeah, good evening. I was like, please, I've not heard anything about the sewing machine. When is it coming? When is it likely to get to Kebbi? So she told me to just chill, that it will get to me before the end of the week, or by weekend. So on Thursday in the morning, I got a call from someone, and he had asked me my address, where exactly I was staying. I explained to him, and so he told me to get ready and hold extra money, that someone was bringing my machine. I was so excited. I practically ran out of the house. I went to the junction and waited. Then someone called me. I was like, am I at the junction now? I said yes. So the man asked me to come with 200 naira, but I didn't have change. I went with 500, but I was so happy that I was going to give him the 500 naira. But when I met him, the one thing about Northerners, they're kind of honest compared to us. Their level of sincerity is like here, while ours is like here. So the man actually gave me change. He didn't have enough change. He was going to give me my 300 naira change. Well, he ended up giving me 250. I was like, don't bother about the remaining 50 naira. So then I spent 100 naira on bike to take me from the junction to my house. So at the end of the day, I spent a total of 38,350 naira. I got the machine for 33,000. I paid 5,000 for shipping from Lagos to Kebbi State. Then I spent like 350 naira for the machine to actually get to my house. So that's how much I spent. So just in case you are considering getting a cheap sewing machine, you can actually start from anywhere. We don't need to buy a machine of 100k, 150k. You can actually buy a cheap sewing machine. Mind you, if I've not said this, it's a used sewing machine. It's not brand new. It has been used before. So I'm going to do another video, or in my next video I'll be talking to you on things to consider, things you must know, things you must find out, things you must put into consideration when you are buying a machine, especially a used sewing machine, because these sewing machines are usually like UK used or German used. So if you want to get one, even if it's a new sewing machine, there are things you should know, things you should consider, things you should just know about a sewing machine before you buy your sewing machine. So that was how I got my cheap sewing machine, and I've been enjoying it. So in the comment section, please just tell me what you feel about buying used sewing machines, because it was never like something I want to do, but I decided to start with this, you understand, instead of investing so much in a machine when I'm not sure if it's going to get me so much money. So what do you think about buying a used sewing machine? What if you have gotten a sewing machine, especially a used one, how much did you get it? Do you think maybe I got mine at a cheap rate, or it was kind of pricey? So what do you think? Please leave your comments down in the comment section below. Or are you considering buying a cheap sewing machine? So I hope I was able to like explain to you a way you can get a cheap sewing machine no matter where you live in the world. There are always people that sell these cheap sewing machines. It must not always be an Instagram vendor or an online store. Most of these vendors actually do have physical stores. Then you can also go to the market, or those people that bring those things, like they bring from overseas. Sometimes you can meet like those that sell like sewing machines. So in my next video, I'll tell you all you need to know before you actually buy this sewing machine. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to leave all these comments down in the comment section below, to hit the notification bell and share my video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.